Hi guys, welcome to the Regular Guy channel. I am your host, Regular Guy. There's a possum walking across the captain's log, and the captain's log had, some pretty good footage this week. I would like to say thanks to all my subscribers and all of the people I meet out on the trail. Thank you guys. I do hand out cards, as you guys know, and whether you subscribe or whether you don't, I still hope you enjoy my videos because I try to make it entertaining as well as educational. And that first clip, was a possum, and here's a deer. Look at how low that water level is. Man, it's just crazy low. Crazy. I don't know, this deer found something there. Must be a little pocket of water there she's drinking out of. I'm not sure. But yeah, she finishes up and goes on her way. Just wanders back into the woods. There's a bobcat cruising down the captain's log. There's a crazy squirrel. I don't know what he's doing. He's kind of hunched over like that. I don't know. I think he's rubbing his scent on the log. I'm sure he's not scratching an itch. They're pretty capable of scratching with their paws. Another bobcat. Look at the spots on this guy, man. Lots of spots on that one. Another deer wandering around. At first I thought this one had antlers, but nope, she don't. Just walking on by. There's a raccoon chasing a lizard, and he actually catches it. Look at that. Catches that lizard and chows it down right up there on the tree. And then, I guess I'm just used to watching the squirrels, but I never would have expected he'd turn around and come down the tree head first. I don't know, it's just kind of odd to me. Look at this woodpecker, man. We've seen one of these guys before in a previous video. Look at the size of this thing. And the way he's just holding on to that log. Like gravity just doesn't exist for him. I don't know. It's weird, man. I'm not sure if he's looking or listening or both. But yeah, that's a good size woodpecker. There's a coyote cruising by. Yeah, you see where that coyote's headed? You could just about step across the water there. It's just so, the level is low, and it's just not a lot of it there. And this deer found something interesting under the log there. I don't know what it is. We just can't see under there. But it's got this deer's attention. Now, whatever it was, she finished up with it. Just licking her chops there, and it's going to wander off into the woods. No particular hurry. Maybe she was supposed to meet somebody there and they didn't show. I don't know. Another coyote cruising on through. I think right there is the point where they cross, rather than using the captain's log. Here's a squirrel, and here's a tree that fell down across the captain's log. That was we had a storm blow through the other night, and it just kind of crashed down, and you'll actually see the scale of it in a minute. Well, yeah, I guess about a minute. A little squirrel that was there. Here's a possum cruising over there. Goes underneath the log with no problem. I'm not sure how that's going to affect future videos. So here's the scale I was telling you about. This is look at this this goofy guy walking across the log here. That's a good sized tree, man. I was thinking, well, maybe I could push it around, but it goes off to the right, and it goes off a long way. What you see on the left, it's about 3 times longer than that on the right. And where it fell almost hit my other camera. We'll see that later on. I'll bring it up to you guys. But here's another location right near the entrance of the park, and there was a lot of deer there. I'm surprised we didn't see any bears, but there was a lot of deer. In fact, it was all deer. If there was anything small cruising around on the ground like a possum or a raccoon, I would have missed it because the camera's just kind of high off the ground. Look at this deer checking out the camera. And there's a close-up of the fur of the deer, and it's got kind of, I mean, it's not completely brown. It's almost got little speckles in it, like you walked through a pepper factory or something. Kind of odd looking. Here's another deer and a bug. I had to slow this clip down because they came through kind of fast. And look at this deer. He must have just jumped in from the side and he's checking out the camera. If you ever wanted to look inside a deer's ear, now's your chance. Yep, and he just goes on his way, or her way. Here's that third location on the other side, the other end of the captain's log. There was an armadillo parade, obviously, because I got a lot of armadillos today. Or it could be all the same. I don't know. They all look different, though. This one's kind of a medium size. I don't know. Maybe a young adult. Sniffing the air for something. I'm not sure what exactly this armadillo is doing. They look like big roly-polies, though, when you look at them up close. And here's that same armadillo. The one that was just sniffing the air. He just kept kind of walking in circles. I don't know what he's doing. If anybody knows why they do this, let me know in the comments. Yeah, he's looking for something. And here's a family of dillos. The mom and 3 babies. There's a nest down there. You can see, watch this. This armadillo goes down there and watch. Woof. A little excavation there. You see that handful of dirt come flying out. And here's one of those little armadillos. You check out how small this thing is, man. They're just miniatures of the adult, you know. They're not like baby deer that have all the spots or anything. They're just like, you put them on the copier and they shrunk them down 400%, and they look just like the adults. He's still over on the right. There's another one, almost mid-screen. Just kind of popped up a little bit. And look at this guy. There's another one of those babies. Well, I say babies, one of the kids. Oh, I wonder what you call a young armadillo. But there's another one up on the right there. You can see it almost at the entrance of their home there. And if you look on the right, kind of between the two of them, above that palm frond, you'll see another one kind of come into the frame. Yep, there he is. There's all 3 of the kids. And I didn't zoom this one in because they're kind of all over the place. So, yep, it's all 3 of them. They're sniffing the air and sniffing the ground, and I don't know what they're doing. But they're kids, you know. There's really no explanation for what kids do. Any kids. You know what I'm talking about. So here we got this is a larger armadillo. I'm not sure if this is the mom. I don't think so. Now, I don't know. There's 2 burrows down there. 2 armadillo burrows. And I don't know if they burrowed down far enough to hit water. But where the camera sits, right behind the camera is the canal. The very same canal that goes under the captain's log. So I don't know if the water is from that or if it's from the burrow. There's that same armadillo just doing stuff. And this is the same clip actually, and I just zoomed it in at a different location, a different part of the clip, because I didn't want you guys to miss this frog sitting in the... He's just sitting there. I wonder what the armadillo would have did if it found the frog. I don't know. I don't know if armadillos eat frogs. I know some people do. Here we've got squirrel. It's just not really doing much. I thought maybe this was the squirrel that had the injured wrist, remember, from last week? But nope, that's not the one. There's a raccoon high-stepping by. Don't know why he's taking such high steps. Well, I mean, there he just went over a tree, but I don't know, maybe there's a lot of pygmy rattlesnakes there and he doesn't want to drag his feet. I haven't seen any over there, but I'm sure they're there. Here's a coyote. Now, you think he would go in there? See where that arrow's pointing? That's the other end of the captain's log. And that's important to remember because remember that other log that fell across the captain's log? Well, the next clip we're going to see the aftermath of that. But this is just before that happened. Probably a few hours before it fell. We don't see it fall, but we see the results of it. And here it is. Just missed this camera, man. You can't even see the captain's log, but you can see the tree that fell. And that's just me checking my camera. I just wanted you guys to see, you know, how far that tree went. Like, share, subscribe to my videos, and yeah, be sure to check out some of my other ones. I got some really interesting stuff. You know, from years ago, I got alligators and otters and all that cool stuff. Yep, and here's the raccoon. So that's the end of this video. And like I always say, you guys know, when you're in the parks, please remember to take only pictures and leave only footprints. Don't leave any trash. You got to respect the animals in their home because, well, it's their place, not ours. You got to keep it clean. This way, when we take our kids out there, they'll know the excitement of seeing these wild animals too.